Hi kitty! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video and joining me on this Sunday. Um, if you are new, let me introduce myself. My name is Quinta. I am 28 years old and I'm working on my bachelor. On this channel I am doing cash stuffings, budget with me videos like I am doing today, and overall I show how to budget with the Kakeibo method. I do upload on Wednesday every other week because my spending schedule has become less and less, but I do want to keep uploading every Sunday, so subscribe if you enjoy all these types of content and join me on this journey. So let's get started for today. So if you are new here, every time the first Sunday before I get paid, which is going to be tomorrow, I do my budget with me with the Kakeibo method, and I allocate how much spending I will get for the month, how much I will be saving compared to the income and expenses that I have for the month. So I do have some extra income that is gonna come my way for the next 5 to 6 months, which is going to be my internship like payment. It's not a large amount, but it's just enough to maybe make my my lifestyle better, or what you call lifestyle creep, because you can develop certain habits and ways you spend your money on a regular basis, that when the said income disappears, you cannot sustain that habit, but you already have it, so you're trying to sustain it with money that I don't have. So to make sure that that is not happening, I am not going to permanently put that income in my Kakeibo budget, but I will tell you what I am going to do with that in a second. So as you can see here, I have my monthly breakdown. My income does not change for most of the month, so I usually have my student financial help, rent benefits, health benefits, and some money for groceries that my boyfriend sent me every month. And here I put the internship for $350. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. There you go. So my internship for $350 I put here on a sticky note, just to make sure that it's not going to be permanently in my monthly breakdown. It will be put in my income altogether, but I already put a big portion of it in allocated sinking funds. But I will explain to you once we calculate everything out and put in my budget for the month. So if we add does this fit? This does not fit. Let's put this here. So if we put 1317 with the additional 350, €1,667, so that will be my income of the month. So that's 1667, and because it is quite a significant amount for me that is going to be in my income, I already decided that to make it last the longest for me, I am going to use it for my yearly expenses, so anything that I put down in my yearly breakdown. And the 100 euros is going to go in my business fund. So that is 200 euros for my future. And then 100 euros will be allocated in things that I need to replace, or in my house, in my wardrobe, or whatever that is. And then 50 euros is for me to spend by itself. So because these are just quite significant numbers, like 100 euros is quite a chunk of money, I'm not going to put that in my sinking funds, and I'm just going to put that in my electronic like piggy banks. And the 50 euros I will put in my cash stuffing videos. So if we have my expenses, we're going to have rent, my healthcare, electricity and like gas for my house. Then we have the phone bill, internet bill, Spotify, Netflix, which is a total of 692. Then we add the additional 200 for tuition and 60s in savings. So I'm just gonna write down 952. I'm sorry for the wind outside. It's been storming this past weekend. So if you hear any gusts of wind like that, that is the storm. So no worries. I am inside. I am safe. So I am happy to be inside and just film this video. However, with these expenses are not my minimum payments for my debt. So I will add that in here, which is 2443. So, which I will just, what am I doing? I will just add 25. I'm going to delete all the others. Oh, plus 25 is 977. But we also need to add my grocery money. So for 4 weeks, which are in the month of March for me, I have 130 euros. So if we add that to the 977, that will be 1,107 euros. So if we subtract the 1667 and then subtract the 1107, which leaves me with 560 euros. 40 euros of those will go into my spending as usual. So we subtract the 40 euros of my spending and the 300 euros for my electronic savings that I'm gonna automatically put in the things that I need, which gives us 220 euros. I do know by putting that in here it doesn't add up, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 220 in here, and in between parentheses I will put 300, so that I know that these 300 euros are still in my savings, but they're already allocated into my sinking fund. So for this month I will use my leftover spending. I will use it on my savings challenge for my film equipment, because I do wanna finish that savings challenge before the first quarter. So just that I can buy my new equipment and use it for the rest of the year. So I will put it for film equipment. And to be honest, this week has been a bummer. I'm just gonna go into a little rant right now while I divide the 220 euros in my overview. So yeah, this week has just been a bummer. It has been super overwhelming for me, and I'm just I'm tapped out. I don't have any energy to do anything or to go anywhere, or I just want to stay at home and lay in my bed, to be honest. But oh, as an FYI, I am not gonna do the museum card anymore because I am going to do that with my boyfriend as a birthday/Christmas gift. So 1 second, and then I will cross that off the list. There we go. But to return to the story, I am just burned out already, which has nothing to do with my internship, but more the events that have been going on for last week. Nothing major, but just so many irregular things that have been going on that I just I just can't handle it at the moment. But however, there was something good this week because I went back to school for 1 day so the teachers can check up on my progress on my internship and all the other students. And one of the teachers, he asked how I was doing, and then I looked like better than I did before I started my internship. And I told him that I was doing Budget Cutie, like using my personal finances and seeing how I can improve my spending habits. I just did something wrong. Okay, let's rewind. So this 100 euros is going to be in my out of my internship money. So I'm not gonna count that with the money that I put in my sinking funds. So that was my bad. I'm just going to redo that once again and allocate every number that I need in my sinking funds. So yeah, to continue, he was very interested in what I did with Budget Cutie when it comes to making sure that I spent everything until like a zero-based budget. And then he was also interested in the fact that I only had 1,300 euros to live off, and that I could still save up for like my taxes and my therapy, emergency fund, all that stuff. He was pretty impressed, and also very curious about how I could do this without spending hours and hours behind an Excel sheet. And he asked me to show him how I am doing that for myself. So it's kind of scary, but also very exciting, because this is why I started my channel, like to help people that do the budget, like with the Excel sheet, and go over the numbers each and every month, and they don't see a change, and they just get frustrated and essentially just need a simpler version of a budget, but also want to change their spending habits. So I'm quite excited that he wants to learn from me. And I'm just going to show him everything that I'm showing you right now. I'm just going to go over my budget and what I spent what on, and explain to him how the Kakeibo method works. And if he has any questions, then I will answer them. But it's kind of nerve-wracking, but also exciting that I am having my quote-unquote real client, or at least someone I can teach about the Kakeibo method in my real life. So I just wanted to share that good news with you. Kept me off track, so I'm gonna go back. But I just added everything that was already in here, which I wanted to do every month, and I still have 110 euros left So what I'm gonna do is just divide the 110 euros that I have left in any of the categories down here that are not filled in. I do have to say that everything with a star, like annual fees and medical, is the same as like my taxes and my therapy, because they do go in the same envelope. I am working on something that I want to implement into my sinking funds, but that's going to take a while. So I'm just gonna keep it like this, and then somewhere down the line I will change it. But I do think that I should put 40 euros. I can put 40 euros. Let's put 30 in my first savings challenge and 20 in my other savings challenge. So 50 in my saving challenges overall. So that means we have 60 left. Let's see. We can let's put 20 in body for my appointment. And then let's just put 10 in each. So we have 10 in house, 10 in, I'm not using moving, so yeah. So we have 10 in house, 10 in hair, 10 in nails, and 10 in beauty. Which means that every sinking fund is getting something except for my 3 to 6 months. Which is nice and exciting, which means I can fund some other sinking funds. And this is why I wanted to use like 100 euros for my yearly expenses that I have right here, because that will help me in the short term, which will free up money that I can divide in my budget itself. However, this has been quite a long video, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you right now. But again, thank you so much for watching and being here to share my good news. I will see you next time. Bye.